Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about something a little bit different from the silver and precious metals stuff. I know we've got a lot of collectors here as well, and I'm one. Not only do I collect coins, but I also collect older and special bills. And I know we've talked about it a little bit in the past. I did a video about star notes because I had somebody that asked about, what's a star note. And here I'd show you some of the other stuff that I have in my paper currency collection. We've got this $1 star note, 2006. That, like I said, I've got a video back a few weeks ago about star notes and that. Looks just like a, $1 bill that we all know, except for this is a reprint because something happened with the original bill with this serial number on it. So they reprinted it and they have to denote that it's a reprint, so that's what makes it a star note. And also you can see it's the print's a little off center, so that adds to the uniqueness of the bill. And also, you can see here, dropped the cover for it. Sorry about that, guys. This one I remember showing too. I'm kind of proud of this. It's got family ties to it. Is a $1 brown seal Hawaii. A lot of your World War II vets that served in Hawaii during World War II probably came home with some of these. I know my grandfather had a bunch of them, but they disappeared when he passed away. I was really happy to get this, and you can see it's very circulated. But it's sentimental reasons. I had to grab it. And then we have our silver certificates. This is another one he had a ton of. I remember when I was a kid. This one here, again, is a star note. You used to be able to you could go into the bank and demand $1 worth of silver for this, and they would give it to you back in the day. Obviously they don't do that anymore, but it's a collectible now. And contrary to popular belief, not that I would ever do it, but they are still legal tenders. They're still out there. A lot of these were shredded up and turned into confetti by the Federal Reserve Bank as they made their way to what we now know the green seals. And I've got several of these. I know at one point my grandfather had about $5,000 worth of 1s and 5s that he kept stashed away with intention of passing them down. Well, they never made it that far. And then you go back into the 1960s, we've got the red seals. And what's kind of comical, I just had a conversation about the $2 bills, and in my last video I talked about how history is not passed down, about our nation's currency. And it's not uncommon for somebody to try to pay for something with a $2 bill, and you have the younger generation, running the cash register, checking people out at the store, whatever, and they'll refuse a $2 bill because they think it's counterfeit. Because you don't see $2 bills very often anymore, but they are real. They're just as real and legal as 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s. They're real. And again, it's historical value. You don't see red seals anymore, except in collections. I've got a bunch of the 2s there, and I've got some 5s. I think, let me see here. I thought I had one of these that had 2 in it. Maybe not. I was thinking about the 2s. But, you know, here's the 5s in the red seals. I think it's kind of neat. A friend of mine actually has a $20 gold seal. And even though it's definitely seen its better days, you know, I told her, you better make sure you know, here, let me give you a protective sleeve for it. You know, keep it, you know, because it's still worth something. And then I've mentioned before, you know, I'm kind of fond of the, you know, the old Canadian paper currency before it went to, you know, before they put all the plastic in it. And again, living, you know, I was born and raised in the shadows of the Ambassador Bridge, which is one of the main border crossings between the U.S. and Canada in Detroit. You know, we didn't see a lot of this. We saw a lot of Canadian change, but we didn't see a lot of these unless we went over to Canada. And I was, even as a kid, I was fascinated with these. And my mom's response was, well, you can't spend it in the U.S. What, you know, and, you know, I finally, in adulthood, got to start, you know, got to collect a few of these. These are actually, I got 4 sequential, the uncirculated sequential bills here. So, and again, you know, I talk about my key dates all the time. These are, okay, it's on the front. Where to go? These are 1973, my birth year again. Then my first Canadian bill I got, you know, uncirculated, $1. And then, you know, they do the same thing over in Canada. Here's a star note. They had to reprint this one. You know, this is circulated, but you know, it's a star note. And then even older, this one I believe is, this is 1954. A $1 star note from Canada. And I got a couple of just circulated Canadian $2 bills from, let's see here. 1986. You know, and they're just, it's something different. You know, and their currency is changing all the time. You know, the designs don't stay the same for very long. So, you know, there's always been a coolness factor there for these in my mind. And then we've got a, you know, $5 bill from 1954. You know, just to me, it's, you know, they're cool to look at and cool to collect. Yeah, it's kind of like when we were kids, you know, the guys collecting their baseball cards. And here you got, you know, the Canadian stuff, and then, you know, for sentimental reasons, I collect the American stuff. And you know, it's just something else you can think about if you're collecting. And sometimes, you know, they can get, just like coins, they can get crazy expensive with grading. You know, and they do grade bills just like they grade coins. So, but just, I thought I'd share that with you today as something different. You know, if it might be something you're interested in, or and again, you know, if you decide you want to, you know, do star notes, you know, it's just like getting a roll of quarters. You know, at the bank, you can, you know, ask for a band of $1 bills and search them. And you can find there's a whole bunch of things with serial numbers, you know, like, I'm probably going to mess it up, or, you know, ladder notes, mirror notes. I'm probably using the wrong terms. Very low serial numbers. Like, you know, this one, you know, the first number in this one, not only is it a star note, but it starts out with a 0. So, you know, there's some, you got to pay attention, you know, watch some of the videos. There's people out here that all they do on YouTube is search notes. And oh, I almost forgot this one. This came as a freebie when I purchased my first Canadian dollar from Honduras. It's hey, free foreign paper currency. So hey, I'm not complaining. But yeah, just something else to look at. You know, if you're into collecting. Nothing spectacular, but just, you know, something to add to your hobby if you're a collector. All right, everybody, I'm gonna get out of here. Everybody have a great day. Enjoy the hunt. Can keep stacking. Miss you, stacker. Out of here.